As a frequent reader of horror, I've only ever heard good things about the author, Ania Ahlborn, so I was super excited when I got the chance to read The Unseen, which is a new book by her. And let me tell you, this one had me hooked from the start. Regardless of genre or the type of book I'm recommending to a person or the type of reader that person is, I find myself erring on the side of recommending fast-paced books, usually because I feel like they just appeal to more people, but this book, The Unseen, is a great example of effective, slow burn, deliberately paced horror that feels like it just works so well. Set up in the very meticulous progression of things, that sense of things going wrong from every single direction in this book is what makes that creeping dread just stick with you after you put the book down. This family, pretty big family, that functions as our main character, and we get the perspective of each one of these characters throughout the book. So not only are you getting the opinions and the thought processes of kids as young as like kindergartners, early elementary school aged minds, but you're also getting the parents' perspectives. And when it comes to horror, when it comes to approaching fear and the way that occupies your mind, each have very different effects. And in this book, the mom is reeling from a recent devastating loss. She is at her wit's end when, out of nowhere, a mysteriously orphaned child appears at the edge of the family's property. Although it's strange and unexplainable, and as I immediately recognize there is not something right here, the mom sort of sees this as a sign of hope moving forward into the future, and despite everybody's recommendations not to, adopts this child into their home. And as the child starts to settle into the family, the father, as well as all of the children, immediately see that something is very wrong. There are peculiarities occurring around the house that hint that there's more to this child than meets the eye. Anomalies occurring that challenge the very fabric of reality that they understand it to be. And again, I like fast-paced stuff. I like when chapters are short, things are moving along, conflicts are coming out of nowhere, but that slow, deliberate pacing, the dread-inducing tension that just slowly grows with each passing chapter, just had me in a chokehold. And just witnessing these characters still being in this house with this new child was so effective in creating that stress, magnifying the already existing and new conflicts within the story. That unavoidable sense of fear and dread only grows and grows as things move forward. There are huge revelations and really effective parts of what make this book really unique and interesting and increase the stakes that are not even indicated or hinted at in the synopsis, so I'll just avoid those for spoilers' sake. Just know that you are in for it with this book in ways that you cannot even imagine. Again, getting all those perspectives, essentially being forced to sit with this family, live with them, witness their very everyday, mundane lives and routines, be absolutely thrown against the wall. Such a fun time, so I cannot recommend this book enough. And I'll definitely have to check out more of Ania Ahlborn's work. So what book of hers should I read next?